retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. A day for them to see. Bright just like a wing, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make great.
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Astrology for Mystics with Jenn. Yes, I'm back. But I'm looking a little shabby. I did the little, straight down, do the braids, take out the braids type of thing. I'm just here, guys. I've been in the rabbit hole, been trying to understand what it is that I'm seeing, because y'all, have I got some stuff to show you. It was great. Got to see my beautiful grand. Got to see my daughter, got to do the fam thing. It was good. Let me set up my phone here. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was great. It was, oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Hello, everybody. Who have I got a show for y'all? Have I got a show for y'all? I have been putting these connections together, and I welcome each and every one of you to bring in your information that you know. I don't I don't know. Like it depends. I guess it's going to depend on how old you are because I'm in my early 50s. And I'm not sure that I quite understand mining crypto. Do y'all understand what it means to mine cryptocurrency? When I think of mining, I'm thinking, hey, Michelle, hey, everybody, Witchy Mama, Gemini. Let me say hi to everybody. Eric, Jeff, Lee Bugs. Hello, Lynette. Shauna is asking everybody, please like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Get into a membership. If I ever forget, it's in my opinion. Okay. Everything is our opinion, okay? This live is definitely my opinion, okay? It's just an opinion, it's just theories. I'm not, convicting anybody. Everybody is innocent until they are proven guilty in the court of law. So that's a great disclaimer for all of us. Hey, Janice, good to see you, honey. Orb Attraction. Babe, hope you're doing good. Eric, Summer Rain. And if I forget anybody, I'm sorry. I'm just going up through my little chat here really quick. Jill, good to see you, girl. Sunshine, rain. I'm thinking of some old songs here. Okay. Summer Rain, use an abundance of electricity to create a digital coin. That is as far as I go. I'm just still trying to learn this. Like, it's wild to me. You look like a mermaid on a mission. Good evening, Barbara. Guys, watch this, man. I'm about to get into this. Is cray cray. It's crazy. You notice in the thumbnail I put Nigeria. You're gonna see why. Okay. I don't think she's in Nigeria. All right. I don't think that she is in Nigeria. I just think that this Bitcoin crypto stuff and the hacking and, trying to get some money is from Nigeria or someone that is from Nigeria that is in the States now. Because remember when we had that drove of Nigerians just coming in into New York. Do y'all remember that? Didn't y'all think that was kind of weird? All these Nigerian men were coming into New York. It was so weird. But the competitive market is cryptocurrency, but it's mining cryptocurrency. When I think of mining, I'm thinking like minerals and gems and oil and, just digging for stuff, digging into the earth for stuff. I can't quite grasp. And I think it's because it's my age. I can't quite grasp the mining of cryptocurrency, but I'm learning. I'm learning. Like this case is really teaching me a lot about the politics, about the competitiveness with the big cartels. I'm talking about the big cartels that are in the government, that call themselves our leaders, that are at the stock market, that are on this news, on this News Nation podcast and this Today podcast. I mean, it's just like crazy. That's the real cartel to me, okay? I don't know if y'all have watched Landman. What's that other one? What's that other show, Jeff? That other show, anyway, that's the biggest cartel. It's our government and what they're doing. And I know that Epstein was getting into this. I'm going to show y'all all of it. I'm going to just share my whole screen. That way I don't have to forget to go from one to the other. And that way I can pop in if I want to look at a chart or something like that. And I'm just going to be all over the place. Okay. Try to keep up if you can. If you can't, it's okay. Just soak in what you can. Soak in what you can. Ain't that a game that you get free money? Excuse me. I was talking to somebody today and he said, it's kind of like when you're at the slot machine, and you just keep hitting, just keep hitting. It's just, I don't know. It's so weird to me. It became a way for elites to move money without a real trail. Yes. Yes. And it's a great way for, you know, terrorist groups. We're going to call them terrorists. We're going to call them cartels, you know, creating money from nothing. It's a fiat. Yes. Fiat currency. Yeah. In Europe. What's up, Army vet? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's going to be a wild show. Okay. Let me just share my whole screen. Let's get into it because I'm like super stoked to get into this. Okay. Well, no, maybe I shouldn't do that because then I can't show you. Yeah, let me just do that for a minute. Let me just share my whole screen. Let me turn me off. Let me turn me off and share my whole entire screen. Yeah, let's just get all into it. Let me turn me off, get the whole screen up here. That way we can see it all. I want y'all to see it all, everything that I'm looking at. Okay, so her map. Let's go to her map first. This is where we have a lot of places. I've only marked this not as a, some of my circles on the map aren't quite hot spots. They may be, markers for me to understand why I want to go here, why I want to look here, in the future or something. So this is where I know that the border is open, where Chris Nanos is connected to Annie here. It doesn't mean that Annie had anything to do with it. Okay. The way that we connect to people doesn't mean that they are responsible. That's what I wanna say first and foremost. I'm not picking on anybody that I might mention. I'm not trying to say that they did anything. I'm just showing I'm just showing the information that I have received today, okay? That I have received today with my research. So, here we go. The border is definitely open in some of the places. I think, gosh, did y'all see where JLR actually showed people coming over the border? Or I won't even say coming over the border. They just walked. They were walking from Mexico into Arizona. Did y'all see a family do that? If not, maybe y'all need to see that. It's cray cray to actually see it in real. They didn't even care. They didn't even care that they were being videotaped. They didn't care. They were like, "We're free. We're coming in here. We don't care." You know? But he did. He did. He showed it, I think it was yesterday. He actually has it on his, you know what? He has it on his Twitter. JLR Twitter. Yeah, let me show y'all this. This is wild. You're not going to be able to like hear him talk or anything because I'm sharing my whole screen. So you can't see, like you can't hear videos when I'm sharing my whole screen. But check this out. This is he literally caught them walking over the border. Hold on, let me go back. Let me keep going. He may have taken it down. No, here. Oh, he may have taken him down. Oh, dang, he did. He took he took the video down. There were people that were walking through. Oh, he definitely took it down, I guess. Yeah, he did. Okay, so here is where he is saying that the border is open. I mean, it's not like you can drive through there, but let me just look. We got some things to talk about when it comes to this Mexico theme and mining. Mexico mining. Yeah, that's where but so he actually showed where people were walking through there. I guess he took it down, you know? He took it down. It's a trip though. Okay, so that's that. Now let's get right to it because I don't know if y'all can see all these tabs open, but I need to show y'all every one of them. Every one. And we need to discuss them. And the map. So we got to get into some stuff. Okay. Have y'all heard of the names Kayla and Luke? Have y'all heard of Kayla and Luke? Yes or no? Let me know. Because Kayla and Luke are not boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? They're not boyfriend and girlfriend. That's not true. Kayla's boyfriend, okay? Kayla's boyfriend is a guy named William Huebee. Huebee. Okay? Let me just show you the Facebook. William Huebee. Oh, William Huebee. Here we go. Here he is. This is her boyfriend. This is William, guys. Okay. Hi, Mike. Hey, everybody coming in. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Don't forget. Don't forget, as you come in, we've only got, looks like 27. We got 70 in here. Come on, guys. Y'all aren't going to see this anywhere else. Come on. Hit that thumbs up. Yeah. Wait till you see this. Okay. So this is William. This is William. And as you can see, some of these people have got Hell's Angels. Hell's Angels. And we got a comment. This was a year ago. This guy's saying, my cousins are Hell's Angels here in Tucson. I'm going to one of their parties tonight here at the clubhouse. Well, aren't you something cool? So this is him. This is dude we're talking about, William. He's scary looking. Scary looking. And he lives in Tucson. And here is his gal, Kayla. There she is. There's that sweet girl that you just want your son to date and bring home. He says, this is the girl I love. He's 41. Okay. He's 41. Trapped with a 21 IQ. Yeah, this is her. This is that. She's locked up, held without bond right now. Locked up, held without bond. So watch this. This is where he grew up. I don't know where. There he is. 41 and she's like 32. She likes the older guys, I guess. Oh, she's just showing off right here, just being all cutesies. And he's driving. This was in January of last year. January of last year. And so this is the guy. This is what, this was in 2024. This is what he looked like. It's the guy you want your daughter to date. So here he is. This is him. He doesn't have much hair. So I'm not saying that this was anybody that took Nancy, but this is Kayla. This is her boyfriend. Okay. This is William Huebee. I just want to start with that one. Okay. Because I want to get to William's dad, because I think William's dad, and let's just talk about this. William's surname is German, Danish origin. Okay. It's regions from like Bavaria, northern Germany, Denmark. And it's almost like he's a white supremacist, but he's not. And he's really not a white supremacist. Maybe he is in jail. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what, clique he would be in jail, in his home away from home. But we're not there yet. Let's see. Let me go to William, his daddy. Okay, William, his dad. Remember, I've been saying that this case, she is connected to the stock market. She is connected to mining, but it's with crypto mining. Okay, it's with crypto mining. All right. Here's his daddy. His dad, because they have lived in Arivaca. I don't know what that's how you pronounce that. Arizona. I'm totally big time Southern. Tornadoes going. Oh my God. Be safe, Shauna. Come back and let us know if you're okay. Oh my gosh. I hate that. I hate severe weather. Ooh, I hate it. Hate it. Okay, so here's his daddy. This is William's dad. This is, let's see, this was in 2020. And it was where he was supposed to pay for this transfer, maintenance waivers, whatever, initial receipt for from the Division of Lands, Minerals, and Energy in Phoenix, Arizona. Got it on the map. Got it on the map. And it says, let's see. It says, to whom it may concern, your mining claims are being returned to you unprocessed for the following reasons: insufficient funds. There were no fees included in the envelope for the mining claim. Processing fee $20, location fee 40, fee 165, total 225 per 20-acre claim. And that's what it was. It was a 20-acre claim for mining. Okay? Your mining claims. So to mine. So this was in September. So here we have a connection. Okay. Do y'all see this? Are you understanding so far? You understand that William's dad has interests in mining. I would say anybody that's in Arizona would. This is a big deal for crypto mining. Big deal. She is not related to Savannah's dad. No. Kayla has no relationship whatsoever. Zero, zilch, none. That's a rumor. I've not been able to find, me and other people, that we have just not been able to find any type of connection at all. But I want you to focus on this connection. This is the major connection here. Summer Rain, this is the connection with the mining, with Nancy, with the markets, with the competitive energy that is upon us on each and every country right now. Right now, it's political. You're welcome, sweetheart. It's political. It's a political thing right now. Okay, so here's William. All right, so let me go to the mining claims. Let me go to this office, okay, where he should have sent him money, where William's son, William, you know, Kayla's boyfriend. Let me show you where this is. I've got all kinds of addresses now on the map, more addresses to show you guys, and these are just the ones that I want to show you today. It's in Phoenix. It's right here. Here is the Bureau of Land Management. I'm going to go down because wait till you see this, because the maps aren't going to lie. Okay. Wait till you see this shit. Wait till you see this. And I hope kids aren't around. If so, tell them I'm sorry. But yeah, so wait till you see this. I'm going to bring up when I go down close, I'm going to bring up any other addresses that are close to it. Okay. They're close to this. And we've got other addresses that are close to the land management. So we're going to go in closer. We don't need that one. We're going to go in closer here. Here is the land management. Oh, no. That's the Western Alliance Bank that Epstein would use with Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay. Oopsies. That was a part of the Epstein files. And I do know that she is connected. Nancy is connected to the Epstein files too. How it's all going to come together is I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I'm just showing you. Okay. So follow me here because I got a lot to show you. This is like a mind blowing experience. Whenever you're talking with me, just know it's going to be mind blowing. If not, I've just not really put in a whole lot. Give me the deed to your crypto mine, right? Right? Watch this. We are just getting into this. Wait till you see this. All of this, guys. Like, wait till you see it all. Wait till you see it all. Be sure. Hey, even if you're in the bushes, I'm about to show some really cool stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else. Jump out of the live, hit the like button, hit that thumbs up, and then come back in. Make sure you're subscribed too. Okay. I'm just saying, because this is some cool stuff. Okay. So this is the fourth house Chiron in Aquarius. The FBI's Chiron in Aquarius is a 21 degree and 44 minute. You're not going to know this, but I do. Okay. This is a lot of pain that they share with groups. Aquarius is crypto. And it's opposing the 11th house, how the FBI would bring in money, or how other agencies, how other people would bring in money. And it's expansive. It goes international. International. Okay. That's where Epstein is. But right here, oh, Charles Guthrie with Phelps Dodge, with Bureau of Land Management, because he was an engineer with mining, and he allegedly, that is not crypto mining. What are you talking about? What isn't, Charles? What isn't crypto mining? What isn't? What I just showed with William, I'm not claiming that to be crypto. I'm not claiming that to be crypto. I haven't even gotten into the actual definition of what crypto means. So let's focus here. Okay, let's focus on the map. Let's focus on the information that I am delivering to you. We're going to get into definitions. So this is Charles Guthrie, and we know that he was into mining. He died in Mexico, allegedly from a heart attack. But I do wonder now. I do wonder. Here is the Bureau of Land Management. So William Huebee, right? He was in default of paying on a mine. Here. No, not her old man. Her old man's dad. So the dad, William Sr., or not, it won't even be William Sr., he's not even a senior. So let me go to that because it's by the border. It's by the border. I'm just now even getting into this with you guys. It's right here. It's somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here by Old Glory, by Ruby, where this mine with William that he defaulted on is located or was located. Okay. And it's right here, challenges with health, showing up and showing out, limited with work and authority. And this is Nanos. This is Chris Nanos. Okay. Now they lived here. This is an old address for William Huebee right through here in Aravaca or something like that. Okay. So watch this. So this is where the Secret Service is. This is the same line that comes all the way down from what? The Circle K. So we have come from the Circle K and we just keep on going. That's another friend of Williams. So we just keep on going. We're going down on the Circle K on this same line. The Circle K is up here in Tucson, and we're coming all the way down, straight down to here. That's an old address, okay? And it goes into the border of Mexico. Here is Nanos. This is where the things that he doesn't see with the government challenges the law, challenges home, challenges Arizona, because Jupiter is connecting to this Jupiter that is in this angle, okay? Just don't even worry about it. Just listen. It connects to Utah, the law, the government, the own land, what he needs to dissolve. Could be about public works too. Anything government related, all right? So, okay, so that's that. Let's go to, so I've showed you William's picture. I've showed you his dad. and the interest in mining. Okay, just the interest in mining. Yeah, here's the map that he was going to mine right through here. Ruby, Old Glory, and then right here is this little square. And claim abandoned or forfeited. So he never did pay. He never did pay for that. So that's out, that's out. He's no longer is able to have that because he didn't pay. So let's go now here. Hold on. Right here. So what has just happened? This is how serious this shit is, okay? With this demanding competition, which is so Leo. We had a full moon in Leo when she went missing, and it's all about competition, honey. It's all about sports, competing. It's about competition. So, this confirmed and tragic event that 5 kidnapped workers for the Canadian based mining company, I don't know how to pronounce it, Vizsla Silver, have been found dead in Mexico's Sonora state. The men were among 10 employees abducted by an armed group in late January, and the bodies were discovered in clandestine graves in February 2026. Did y'all hear about that? Because I didn't. The workers were employees of a Vancouver based company operating the Panuco gold and silver mine. All 10 kidnapped workers were Mexican citizens. So they were mining in Mexico for this Canadian company. All right, let me show you that on the map because you're going to trip out when you see this, okay? Or you should. You should be tripping out with this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Okay. There it is. There's Vancouver. Mm, wait till you see this. Have y'all hit that thumbs up? Because y'all need to hit it. There it is. Okay, so we got 2 addresses here. It's crazy that I'm hold on, let me go closer. Let me go closer in. Because we got 2 addresses that are right here, side by side. We got one here and one here. There is the Vizsla silver mining that they are saying that this kidnapping, that this murder took place with the Sonora cartel. Okay, they know it. That we've got this cartel, right? I don't know if y'all watch Landman, but anyway. And we have who? Peter? Who's Peter? Who's Peter? Who is Peter, guys? Do y'all know who Peter is? Let me find him. Let me find him up here. Let me find him. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. There's Peter. That's Nancy's neighbor. It's Nancy's neighbor, guys. It's Nancy's neighbor. Mr. And he's president of the IMDEX. So that's the one in Vancouver. Okay. That's the one in Vancouver. There's several of them. There's one in Australia, remember? They lived in Australia. The Guthries lived in Australia. So there's a company there in Australia. And here's the one in Arizona. Right there. See if there's any other addresses near it. And there's one in Phoenix. Let me turn all the addresses. Let's see. There's one in Phoenix. I thought. Let me put it there because I may have deleted it somehow. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's in Utah. It's in Utah, right here. That's right. That's right. That's right. And remember, we're saying, that there is some type of connection with Utah. Could the connection with Utah be Fort Huachuca? But, with the Charlie Kirk stuff, there is something weird going on here with our government, with the crypto mining. Okay. And I'm just now getting started. I haven't even showed y'all everything. Yeah, the one that we think owns the Airbnb. We think owns the Airbnb. We don't know. We don't know. We don't see him coming in and out of it. I think he lives somewhere else, and I think I know where he lives, but I don't know for sure. So we've got almost 180 people in here, guys. Hit that thumbs up. You're not going to see anything like this anywhere else. Go ahead and give it to me. I deserve this. This hard work. You'll never see anything like this in the world. Okay. So the FBI Eris conjunct Admetos in Pisces. There's a breakup with Waring, charity, hospitals, medicines, lake, addiction, things of the past. So we're going back into the past with something here with the FBI. And this, of course, goes to the university, Orem University, where the CIA is, right? Where Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Okay. With, having a wife with Miss Arizona, just saying. But that's not even where I want to go with this. I mean, that's not even where I want to go with this at all. So we have Australia because that is where it's headquartered in Australia. For its US Mexico operations, has locations in Chandler, Arizona, Elko, Nevada, Salt Lake City, Utah, and San Luis, California. Okay. The global headquarters, Australia. That's where they lived. It's just so weird that Mr. Guthrie, an engineer of mining, and his next door neighbor does the same thing. Same thing. Been everywhere too. Same thing. And what these people do is they are provider. Okay. So they are provider of the mining software. What is the mining software going to help us do? What will the mining software help us do? Mine crypto. That's what I think. That's what I've uncovered so far. I don't know for sure. And I'm open to understanding more about how this even works. Okay. So the Utah place I just showed you, we got a P.O. box with Tucson, Arizona, but I've actually got an address too for IMDX, which is right here. Let me see. No, no. Hold on. It's with my other addresses. Hold on. It's with my other addresses because I'm trying to now organize all these addresses. Okay, hold on. No, that's not it. No, it's in Phoenix. Pretty sure. No, it's in, hold on, Potosi. So he found Peter, he found a hold on. He found a mineral that's never been found before and it was named after him. He's been all over the world. He goes all over the world. Crypto mining takes a lot of computer power. Yes. Yes. And this is something that Peter does. Like he helps optimize drilling optimization technologies and mining software with multiple offices across US, Canada, South America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. Okay. He's the president. He's the president. So understand that there is a huge theme here with crypto mining. So if I just Google him and see if anything comes up with crypto mining, he has been instrumental in discovering existing mines. He is the world authority on CRDs. CRDs. He is one of the co-founders of the Mag Silver Corporation that I just showed you in Vancouver, where, Vancouver was just, they just had all those Mexicans abducted and killed. 0.5 billion in 2024 is rapidly intensifying to grow 3 billion by 2032 as major players like Bitdeer and Mara Holdings battle for dominance. So this market is driven by high efficiency technologies such as AI driven optimization. These relatives of William Huebee. Obviously, he's not Nigerian. So why would public records lead me to Nigerian relatives? Evidently, one of these Nigerians is married into the family. Unless, because you can't find much on them. And there's a reason why you can't find much on William and his dad. And I'm going to show you why. It's crazy. It's crazy. Watch this. The dominant market. So this is all dominating the market, the industry, the AI. And what are we seeing with Nancy? We are seeing a huge connection to cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, JP Morgan. I mean, you talk about everybody in the market. It's about AI. You know what I'm saying? This is where our future is going. We've been knowing that this is where the future is going, and it's here. And we are seeing a lot of players taking each other out, is what I think, or having this message come across. Epstein is all into it, he wanted to create, businesses with AI. He wanted to create businesses with Bitcoin, with cryptocurrency, and look, I was able to on my post yesterday that the market was going to slow down today. There was going to be a dip, and there was a dip today. It dipped more than 400 points. Okay, so this is our market, and everything is being controlled by it, right? Okay, so we've got Peter talking about that connection. Okay, so Peter of CRDs. All right, what is CRDs? In the text of crypto mining refers to credits, a specific cryptocurrency in the native in game utility token for cradles, origin of species, blockchain. And he, in some of his stuff, he talks a lot about blockchains. I'm still trying to understand this shit because I don't understand. Players acquire crystals, quote, crystals within the game's mining zones, which can then be exchanged for CRDs tokens. And what these cradles and coins and CRDs may be something else, but this is the only thing that I found. It could be something else for all I know with the CRDs with him. Yeah, Russia too. And I'm glad that you said that because I'm going to get into the astrology. You want to hang out for it because I'm telling you, I've connected it. So the copper's future. Peter, this is about copper. It's about diamonds. It's about silver. This is where he wants to be, and it's very competitive. And I would imagine that he's very competitive as well. He would seem like, it seems like he probably does. So crypto mining is the energy insensitive intensive shit. Crypto mining is the energy intensive decentralized process of validating cryptocurrency transactions on a blockchain, preventing fraud, double spending, and securing the network. So see, right now everybody's trying to secure the network. Secure it. Miners use powerful hardware to solve complex mathematical puzzles, and the first to solve them adds a new block, earning newly minted coins and fees. So I would think that Mr. Peter that lives next door is all about the competitiveness of this market. Okay. He's got a whole $1 million home that he's got for an Airbnb. He's got money. So we talked about William Huebee and his dad. Now let's look at this. So William Huebee, this is what happened. This is what happened to him in 2016, and this is the reason why it's hard to find a lot on him with public records, because I'm sure that him and his family got so distraught with people wanting to find out who they were, because he uh, he was sentenced to 11 years in prison because he had transported illegal aliens, resulting in death. And I would say that the illegal aliens are right there on the border where he lives. Okay. He lives right there by the border. He knows the area. He's lived here his whole life. Okay. But this is him, this is what he did. This is what got him locked up for 11 years in prison. And this is why we need to heavily look at him and his associates and of his relatives, is because he has a major record. No, he doesn't look like the alleged kidnapper, but we don't know who he's connected to. Okay. Or, well, we do. We do know some of the people. They're in the other type of cartel that hooks up with the other cartel that wears suits that, is in Washington, D.C. So, okay, he ended up smuggling people across the border. And then he panicked, realized an unmarked Border Patrol unit was behind him. And so he fled. He fled at an extremely high rate. He swerved into oncoming on traffic. Sorry, I can't read right now. And collided head on with another motorist. The passenger in the car was an 80-year-old woman. She was killed instantly. The victim's daughter, who was the driver, sustained massive injuries but survived after first responders extracted her. He and the other people that he was transporting illegally had serious injuries. And then he fled with a broken foot when he was captured by Border Patrol agents. So this is our guy. Okay. This is our guy. And I'm going to show the connections. Now, I'm not saying that he had anything to do with Nancy. I'm just trying to put some of these connections together to form some type of, clarity here. Okay, Jules, welcome, babe. Thank you for sending a membership to ICXC. Thank you so much. Please thank her. So sweet of you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hey, Cajun. Hey, K9. Good to see y'all. Good to see everybody in here. Y'all be sure and hit that thumbs up as you come in. Even if you're in the bushes, it's okay. You can like this video. You can like it. It's really, I'm just starting. Okay. I'm just starting to show you some of this stuff that is connecting. So this is where he comes in with knowing the area, knowing the border, knowing how to get back and forth, okay? And knowing how to do, the things that he does. So why would I bring up Nigeria? Well, Nigerian, and I'm going to show you his connections with the Nigerians. I'm not sure if these people are the people. I don't want to dox anybody, so please don't go contacting them or doing anything because I don't know. I don't know for sure. All I know is that these are people that you can find yourself on public records on Unmasked, and they have Nigerian connections. They're in the United States. And I'm going to show you the map with Nigeria as well. All right. So just, please, please, guys, everything that I'm saying here is just my opinion, and that's it. All right. Ethereum is second highest crypto. Do we need to check it out too? Maybe so. Maybe so, girl. Maybe so, Michelle. Watch this. You keep on, make you some notes, and after this live, anything that y'all can find, send it to me. See, if y'all can make any of these connections that I'm saying now, I don't want to go off anywhere else. I want to stay right here with these connections. If y'all can find them, email me. Email them to me. But y'all, this is a trip. Yeah, 2 p.m. You're going to see why this is connected to Russia. Because remember, I've been saying that Nancy is connected to Israel, Russia, Missouri. Israel, Russia, Missouri. I know that for a fact. And now that same connection, I've found that in Nigeria's chart as well. Okay. So there is some type, whether it's past, present, or future, there is this connection that Nancy has with them. And the only thing that I can think of that is connecting her to the markets and to them is the crypto mining, is the mining. Okay. And for us now, we are going into the future. So it's crypto, it's Bitcoin, it's futuristic stuff that has to do with stuff called blockchains. Like I'm trying to even understand this digital currency. I just can't even I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. We know that there's a lot of stuff going on in Missouri. I mean, in Kansas City, Missouri, right? We know that there's a lot of things going on. So, this Missouri, Nigeria connection with Israel and Russia, it has to do with this, I think. So they have been linked to cryptocurrency scams. I mean, look, I've gotten scammed by a Nigerian myself, living in Memphis. All right. Memphis, Tennessee, that is. Scams targeting residents in Kansas City area with federal authorities and the Kansas Attorney General's office seizing over $325,000 in stolen digital assets in 2024 and 2025. The FBI and U.S. Attorney in Kansas City identified a quote triangular scam where scammers used fake investment platforms to defraud victims of millions with investigations tracing funds to international locations. So, will this Nigerian connection have to do with the Epstein, the government, the weird stuff? Or is it just the connection? Because wait till y'all see this Tommaso connection too. I mean, I can't even, y'all, this is mind blowing. So, the crypto, again, this is massive. This is massive. And I think that it's going to, especially right now, until it gets more secure, they're going to blame this stuff on terrorists and everything. Okay. This is their way. Yeah, 74 out of 181. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Come on. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So the crypto adoption in Nigeria, while some entities are involved in fraud, Nigeria is also experiencing high grassroots cryptocurrency adoption, processing 50 billion in transactions as many use digital assets to bypass local financial limitations. So, y'all can do your own due diligence with that. I'm just showing you just the tip of the iceberg here. Okay, just the tip of it. So let's look at Nigeria and Israel. Because when I start showing you the map and I start showing you the connections with the astrology, you're going to see why I've come here. It's through the numbers. It's through the astrology that I'm finding this, okay? Nigeria and Israel are strengthening ties, particularly in technology and digital economy sectors, which could impact future crypto mining. While Nigeria has high yet volatile crypto adoption, strict regulations, yada, 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 partnership opportunities may arise in fintech and blockchain technology. So, Nigeria is a leading crypto hub in Africa with high retail usage, despite the central bank previously restricting banks from facilitating crypto transactions, leading to crackdowns. Nigeria has recently taken major legal action against exchanges for tax evasion and aiding currency devaluation. So, devaluation. Crypto mining in Israel is treated as professional taxable business activity. The Nigeria and Israel are actively expanding cooperation in technology, security, and digital economy sectors. Okay, so there is a connection here. There's a connection. And I'm just showing you these connections. That's all, because I've seen it. I've seen it. And so here we are. Okay, so the news today, Trump and Nigeria. Or let's just do Nigeria. Let's just do that because this is more powerful. This is more powerful when we just do Nigeria news. Nigeria says 100 more U.S. military personnel arrived to tackle Islamists. U.S. soldiers arrive in Nigeria to aid its fight against Islamic militants. This is just recent. This is recent. That our troops are in Nigeria. Our troops are in Nigeria right now. Now let's do Nigeria and mining. Wait till you see this. At least 37 killed in Nigeria mine carbon monoxide poisoning. Guys, this was today. This was today, February 19th. 37 miners in Nigeria have lost their life. Where operations lack both government oversight and safety. Welcome to the Watchers, 2 p.m. Welcome, honey. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Watchers. I love it. Welcome, guys. At least 37. And it could be more. It could be more. This was this morning. So when I said that the 19th and the 20th were going to be big days, well, I mean, they have been. The market's down. It's not that big of a deal. No. But I mean, Prince Andrew got arrested allegedly on his birthday. We've got all kinds of things happening and the day isn't over yet. And we have tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. It's wild. Wild, guys. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. Jeff is saying, be nice. Love you, Jeff. Yes, thank you, 2 p.m. Good for you to be here too. I'm so glad that you've got you a tribe here, honey. The deadly incident took place today. Okay, so it was a location as a dormant lead mine where accumulated minerals had released lethal fumes. That happened today. So at least 37. At least 37. At least 37. And it looks like they had something else go on. But I'm just saying, like this is a big deal. A suspected gas leak is now what they're saying. An explosion. So a gas explosion. Now they're saying a gas explosion. Now it's 38. So it could rise. You know, it could rise. It could rise. Okay, so in Nigeria, Chinese mining drives conflict, human rights abuses. Japan is bullish on Nigeria's mining sector, but also cautious. China rejects U.S. bill alleging illegal mining. Terror links in Nigeria. Okay, here we go. We're going to see that. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm just singing it. So the Glover Park group doesn't have any like ties per se to Nigeria, but what does have ties to Nigeria isn't, Michael Feldman, Savannah's husband. No, his ties to Nigeria are with Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, the Epstein, the Epstein crew, and how many of them that you want to pull out of the files, because I could find a lot, hundreds and hundreds of documents about mining, getting into the business. He wanted to get into the business, and for all we know, there's a huge blockchain below his, computer servers below his in Virgin Islands. We don't know. We don't know what the hell they got going on. All right, we don't know. So what is interesting is this: Charles Guthrie worked for Phelps Dodge. That's who he was working for. That's who he worked for. And in Arizona, there is this case, and I can't pronounce it, Tro and Rake from 1915. Okay. And this was a landmark Supreme Court case requiring Arizona law to, there ended up being this 80% law violation, all this kind of stuff. But what I found is that they, with the connection to rights, that this lawsuit was all about mining, the way that they were treating their employers, human rights. And so Nancy's husband, his company was a major mining company, and it was pushed by labor unions in mining towns like Bisbee to protect citizen jobs. This was a major thing going on when he was in the business, when he was alive and he was in the business. They developed the Phelps Dodge Corporation, further developed the rights of workers against employer discrimination as well. So this Bisbee I've got on the map. Let me show you. Because when I tell you that I think that this is a case where it connects, it does. It does. And now I'm going to show you these connections. There's Bisbee. There it is. Past mining, it was a gold rush in the early 1900s, okay? And if we look here, Charles Guthrie, if you look for Phelps Dodge addresses, they're going to take you to different places. And here it is. This is why he was involved, or their company was facilitating with this lawsuit with the unions. Interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. So let me go back where I need to show you guys. I showed you that. Showed you the Israel relationship. I showed you the mining. Showed you the Glover Park. Yeah, and if you wanted to do any investigation yourself, you can look at this. You can look at this with, the rights to work, the immigration laws, things of that nature. Okay, because this is going to come in. This is going to play a big role too. This is going to play a big role too. And it has something to do with Nancy. It's just all connecting. Okay. It's just all connecting. And I think that it's connecting through the competition. And Mr. William Huebee, his his need to look at mines that he wasn't able to pay. So if we look at any kind of connection with Epstein, Israel, tested on Palestinians, Epstein, Israel's Barak, pushed spy tech in Nigeria. And so here is where we are talking about Nigeria, deals and logistics resources in West Africa. And guys, this was yesterday. This was published yesterday. It was published yesterday with the Department of Justice and the Israeli connection and what they're this competitive market with oil, mining, all of that. My computer is stuck. Hold on. I hope I don't lose everything. Okay, let me take that off because it was trying to stick. And here is where in 2013, Jeffrey Epstein, there are so many of them where he talks about starting a crypto mining company. There's all kinds of people coming to him wanting him to do that. And what did he like to do? He liked to talk to everybody about money, what they should invest in. Big money guy, big numbers guy, big crypto guy. Guys, there's all kinds. There's all kinds where he's talking about Nigeria, what he wants out of Nigeria, going back and forth with Sultan. I mean, it's just it's wild. And we know that right now, Kathy Rumler, you know, the close buddy to Jeffrey, she is resigning. That's news too right now. That's in the news too right now. It's in the news right now. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. The kidnappers, right? And criminals in Nigeria. Criminals believe that cryptocurrency transactions are harder for law enforcement agency to trace compared to bank transfers. Although the transparency of blockchain technology can provide unique opportunities for detection. The Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit has highlighted the movement of funds through cryptocurrency exchanges shortly after receiving ransom payments, indicating this is a recognized method. It's a recognized method. In 2019, kidnappers demanded 15 grand worth of Bitcoin for the release of a public official's daughter. In 2024, a 20-year-old man in Delta State faked his own kidnapping, successfully received a portion of demanded 50 million ransom in Bitcoin from his father before being arrested. I mean, it's just this is the thing right now. This is the thing. Now, Hillary Clinton, her relationship with Nigeria has spanned decades. And when the Epstein files came out, Nancy goes missing. Nancy goes missing on a full moon. Israeli ambassadors coming in to town. They're about to have that mining convention, in a couple of weeks when she goes missing. I mean, there was just so much going on, when she goes missing with the Epstein stuff. Hillary Clinton's relationship with Nigeria is a good one. Okay, let's just say that. Y'all can do your own research with Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and all them, Barack Obama, all them. They're mainly a Democratic. Nigeria's government leans more toward the Democratic, but I've read that they are trying to, become a little bit more on the Republican side, but I don't think so. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think that they are from what I've gathered, from what I've gathered. This is something that they are able to do. And so I've pulled up Gilbert. Gilbert here. Gilbert, the Nigerian Lebanese billionaire, has been a longtime donor. A longtime donor, really? To the Clinton Foundation. Nigerian Lebanese billionaire. He was born in Nigeria. No, Gilbert. Oh, Gil. He was born in Nigeria. Oh, I remember you saying that, Mike. I remember you saying that. Yeah. Like there's this gonna be a book. It's gonna be a movie. So in late 2021, early 2024, Clinton warned. She warned, she told people, okay? She told everybody that widespread cryptocurrency adoption could undermine the US dollar as a reserve currency and potentially destabilize entire nations. This puts her at odds with Nigeria's trajectory, where digital assets are being integrated into the formal financial system through the Investments and Securities Act of 2025. So she wants this to come. It would be like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. And then I'm going to come out shining because I'm going to say, I told you so. I told you so. And as of February 2026, well, that's right now. Her commentary often touches on global security and human rights, though her direct focus on Nigerian internal politics has lessened compared to her time in office. Her legacy in Nigeria is largely defined by the Binational Commission, which continues to serve as the foundations for U.S. Nigeria health and economic assistance today. And economic, okay. So that's that. So Nigerian immigrant indicted, we can look at all of the stuff that's going on with the trafficking with Nigeria and Missouri. Nigeria, Missouri. Now, I mean, there is a major connection here. Now, let's look at, and you can look at all this stuff that's going on with that trafficking with kids. Okay, let's look at Nigeria and Russia because there's also a connection with Russia here. It's more like Vladimir. It's more like Vladimir, but when I look at Russia's chart, I'm looking at Vladimir because he is Russia. I mean, he is the KGB. You know what I'm saying? He is the daddy. Nigeria-Russia relations long anchored in military technical cooperation since the 60s and reinforced by a 2021 agreement, currently strained by reports of fraudulent, high-risk recruitment of Nigerian citizens for the Ukraine war. Both nations discuss energy, trade, and nuclear science. But Nigeria has expressed grave concern over its citizens being lured into combat. Well, I mean, I guess you were okay with all these Nigerians coming into New York, Nigerian men at that. Nigerian men. Do y'all remember that? Was that not weird? Remember? If y'all remember, say yeah. If y'all remember the weird, like, trucks and trucks and trucks of Nigerians coming in. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was New York. No, we were seeing tons of them. We were seeing tons of them coming on buses. Y'all remember that? Thousands of migrants, including individuals from various African nations, have been transported to New York City via buses from the Texas border since August 2022 as a part of a political initiative on broad migration. So we don't want the Mexicans, we want the Nigerians. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. Or let me say Hispanics. I don't want to sound, so white. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying, guys. Y'all remember that? It was the weirdest thing. Weird. While the initiative focuses on broad migration, New York City has experienced a surge in asylum seekers with over 37,000 migrants bused to the city by January 2024. It was the weirdest thing. I mean, there were tons of them. Tons of them. People on TikTok was showing it. People on here was showing it. It was just wild. So now We got all these but it was Nigerian men, not women, not kids, men. They were all men. And people were saying, hey, this has got to be some type of weird thing going on with our military. Trending video of two Nigerians exchanging. I don't even want to see that. There's nothing you won't see in this Lagos. Okay. So that's that. That's that. That's what I wanted to show you guys there. And let me show you the connections that I found with the Nigerians that I'm not sure if they're related or not, okay? This guy. What is he? Cyber security engineer. How could any relation to William Huebee go here? Go to someone that has a degree that works for the Department of State security and all that stuff. Highly accomplished cybersecurity professional with 20 years of experience in securing critical infrastructure across government and private sectors with network security configurations implementations. Promoted through the ranks at UUNET and USAID, with both instances leading to a number of security leadership positions, extensive knowledge and experience with checkpoint firewall, administration and checkpoint provider, installation, administration, proven ability to configure, install, upgrade, troubleshoot, and administer various Nokia IP security appliances and Sun Solaris for enterprise firewall infrastructures. Knowledge of experience with IPsec, VPN tunnels, Juniper NetScreen, Palo Alto firewalls, and on. You see what I'm saying? Okay, let's go down a little bit because this kind of people that I think we're dealing with the ransom stuff that may have an education. Okay, somebody within this has an education to be able to write as good as they do. So we have endorsed by Craig Thompson, 7 others who are scholarly. Okay, let's go. Amazon Web Services is what they are interested in. Okay, so that's one of the persons. They're in Maryland. That's one of the persons. And then I've got somebody else. I don't know if these people are the same people that are related or not to our Huebee. They could be somebody else. So please don't take this as fact. Do your own research. Let me know. Email me what you come up with. Okay. So we have this other guy, Doctor of Philosophy, Clemson University. This is all about, he's doing research papers and stuff about drones for law enforcement. Drones. Remember in the case we've heard drones? Drones. They've got drones. We don't know that the government isn't using these people. I mean, we don't know what we don't know. We don't know. We can't trust the FBI. We can't trust not near one of them. Okay. So he's doing research papers. He's doing papers. These are papers. From theory to practice, evaluating law enforcement drone programs in the Southeast against PERF recommendations. Integrating unmanned aircraft systems into policing operations has become increasingly common across the United States. In 2020, the Police Executive Research Forum, in partnership with the U.S. Department of Justice, released a report outlining best practices for adopting and using UAS. The focus of the paper. And so if I wanted to set up any type of weird ass thing going on to deflect from the Epstein files, How far will I go? How far do these people go, guys? How far do they go? And nope. No, I'm not. Yeah. So I think that this is interesting, who the people that have been cited is right in here. We are dealing with, I think, a little bit more, something a little bit more deeper, just a little bit more deeper. And let's get to the map. Y'all ready to see the map with some of this stuff that I found, these addresses? Just with what I found today with some of these people. I don't know that that's William's mom. Yeah. Oh, is that? No, that's not it. Let's look at William and his dad, okay? Nancy has a camera. Did she hook to Wi-Fi? Connect spell with AK. My dad said, never trust nobody but God, my young son. There is nobody else. That's right. She has a line that went south of Tucson the other day. She went to a building. Yep. Yep. Since I drove a big rig, follow a lot of what my truck driver's video up there in the port of New York, New Jersey. Makes you wonder. It does make you wonder. Okay, so this is I want to show you the astrology. I want to show you the map. First, I'm going to show you the map. Then I'm going to show you the astrology, and we're going to connect the dots with the astrology and how I came to this here. Not to say that it's right, not to say that it's wrong. I'm just offering up more to think about. Just more to think about when it comes to the case of Nancy. Because I know that if I wanted to get someone interested in what was going on with the mining, with all that stuff, and why'd they take Nancy? Why is Nancy gone? That's the big thing. Why is Nancy gone? I'm going to only start this map with the missing, and I'm going to start with any addresses that I may come on first. Okay, so this is one. So this is where William has an address. I don't know if this is where he lives, if this is, I'm not going to show his address. I don't dox people like that because I don't want my channel taken down. I definitely would don't want anybody to try to find his address, do anything, you know what I'm saying? But this is intriguing. So, here's what I found. Is this angle right here when she went missing, okay? I have the ascendant as a 10-degree Libra 4-degree Libra at 10 p.m. I'm not doing this I didn't map her with the 911 call, and there's a reason why. It's because at 10 p.m., the moon was full and it was on the ascendant of Arizona, and so I captured that time, okay? So we have where he lives right here. The sun is shining in Aquarius. It's going this way, okay? The sun is shining that way, and this is on the Earth's terrain. It's really cool. And it's rising on the eastern horizon right here. And this is in Libra with relationships with contracts. Contracts. So if there was anybody that had a contract, it could have been him. It could have been him. And let's keep on going. Oh, there's an old address for him there. Oh, there's his dad. Okay. Now let me turn on the addresses for this line. No, that was going to be too much for you guys. That's going to be too much. That's going to be too much. But let's ride this angle here. Let's ride this angle here because I don't want to miss anything. I'm looking at this angle with you guys first. Okay, so it's going into it's going over Las Vegas, going into Sacramento. Let me just see if there's anything up here that I've got addresses for, and I do. I've got hotels and casinos. Hotels and casinos here. We're going to the casino, guys. Okay, so I've got hotels and casinos because it could be somebody owes somebody some money too. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about that theory as well and bring it in with this theory because one of the family members they could be a victim of owing somebody money. Owing somebody money. Okay. We just don't know. So, hey, Colt, come on. Where are we going? It is intriguing. Oh my God. I love it. 83 says, hey, I'm a Libra. Sun and Moon and Nancy. Sun and Moon and Nancy. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So let me turn off these addresses now. Let's go to our possible suspect with Kayla because she's all up in arms with him. So we got William, William, William. Okay. Then we're going into the Mexican border. We're going to the Mexico. Kentucky's in the house. Hello. It could be. It could be a past grievance. Yeah. I mean, it could be, girl. I mean, I'm just throwing the different things out here. Okay, so we've got that line. We've got that angle. Let me go back. Hold on. And I'm not going to show all the addresses that I have. Just I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed with, the map. I'll do that in my spare time. Okay, so let's go on to this one because this is the next one we see. Okay, so this is another address for him. This is another address for him. Ah, it's another one. And it's another one that is on the missing event. I know you're already overwhelmed. I'm sorry, Eric. What can I do to help? What can I do to help, guys? Do we need a breather? Do we need a little breaky break? Yes, yes, we have already talked about that. Yes, Jeanette, we've already talked about that. So you may want to after this live, you may want to go back and watch what you've missed, sweetheart. Yeah. Do we need a break, Eric? Do y'all need a break just yet? Because I'm just now getting started with the map and showing the connections because this is how I investigate. Oh, Jen Yates. Jen Yates. Okay. That's how it's pronounced. Okay, gotcha. Gemini says, no, drum it up. Everybody's saying, I'm good. I'm good. Keep going. Okay. Okay. So so this angle is where we have another address of him. And this is where the flame of life reignites with a lot of enlightenment regarding a physician, regarding a doctor, regarding a physician, a doctor. Okay. So this is where the Vesta in Aquarius is going up there. This is where the physician is coming. Who is the physician? The physician brings enlightenment. That's Apollo. But Apollo is in Scorpio. So unfortunately, this is something that we would have to truly investigate. This line we would have to investigate. Now here, let's go up this way. Again, we're going to go to the same direction. Okay, so we're going into we're going into Nevada. Going into Nevada. Going into California this way. We're going into the Gulf of America. Of the Gulf of California, I mean. Let me turn on these addresses down here. I just want to make sure that I don't have anything down here. Make sure I don't have anything up here besides Las Vegas. Okay, I don't. Okay, so that's that one. This is why the maps work when we work them because we see that his friend, Evan or Robert, who William got into the accident with, he's on this line as well. And this is where we find the Secret Service. We find the Secret Service here for an old address for William in Arivaca, Arizona. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I'm so Southern. All right. William's mom could live up here. I don't know if that's her or not. Okay. So let's go back down. So we've got that one. We got that one. Now let's look at this one. Where he works or where he worked. where he worked or where he works. I don't know if he works here, doesn't work here, nothing about it. I just know that he's got this on his Facebook. So, like he works here or something. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much for getting it. I must be doing something right. When trolls come in, you know you're doing something right. So this is where the South Node, this is where we've already been. The South Node, this is a faded line, and we're going all the way down here. Going all the way down into Mexico. And we just still have to see what it is that's gonna come eventually uh, with that one. Let's look at the FBI with this. With these ones that we've already talked about. Okay, let's take the we won't take. Okay, so this is the FBI outer will. It hits their body really good right here. And this is the 11th house of groups, and it's about health. But let's look at Luke. Luke is right here as well. Luke has been here before with a relationship. Is that relationship? So if Luke has any tattoos, if he knows Kayla, then he knows who William is as well. And this is probably where he meets him, is at the job. Okay, because Luke is coming here. He's been here before. He's faded with this faded line with the FBI, or the faded line with the missing. So we've got Luke. We've got Kayla right here as well. So this is where her Chiron is. She has a Chiron, a lot of pain that is coming this way. And it's opposing justice. There's an opposition here. This is about health, justice. And it is again with Luke and her relationship with William and the missing event. Because there's Nancy, there's the fate. When she goes missing, the fate is coming down here. And the Pisces, okay, the Pisces is going to be about the drugs. It's going to be about, something deeper. But we're not just talking about, just a little bit. We're talking about an abundance. This is a networking trying to obtain. This is a network trying to obtain a lot of money. Y'all, I really just bit my tongue. Please don't talk to Jenn stupid. Exactly. Don't you do it. Y'all be nice. As we're at the big girl table, big boy table. Janae's watching from the bushes. Okay. So let's go back to this other one where he lives. Let's go to this one. Another address that he lives at. Okay. And you can see that the FBI is coming right over it. Right over it, guys. Comes right over it. This is what the map is supposed to look like. And see, if I was working with the FBI, if I was working with the law enforcement, I would have already had this on here. I would have already had it on here if they were looking at them. And if they weren't looking at them, I would be asking them, why aren't you looking at him? Can someone pass the sanity cup? I need a large drink, right? So this is where the FBI, it says 11th house of groups, brings a lot of attention on this angle, possible border patrol, parks, schools, government related, worthy of investigation. Kayla is the girl that's locked up that is in relation to Luke Daley. Luke Daley's house was raided by the SWAT. Car impounded at the Culvers, all that stuff. And Kayla is connected to Luke Daley, and Kayla is connected to William, her boyfriend, William Huebee. And we see Kayla right here too. We see, and I put already. I mean, y'all already know how I do this. She meets the FBI here. This was already done before I ever found. As soon as I put in a line, I'm gonna tell you what it expresses on the map. I'm gonna tell myself how it expresses on the map. The Gemini. I know what you're talking about. Interesting, isn't this? So Kayla is meeting the FBI here on this past address or address with William. Okay. Sure is. So this is where he may live. He may live. And you can see that the FBI is all over his addresses as well with Kayla, with her, and she's locked up. So maybe she'll rat. I doubt it, but she may. So this is another address for him. And let's look at the FBI. Scorpio line opposes Tommaso. Now, this line I'm going to come back to when I pull up the charts. Because when I tell you, and I've been telling you guys that this energy with Tommaso and the FBI is not going to let off until the 28th, it's not. But Nigeria, I found today, after looking at their chart again, they have the same degree. So Tommaso, FBI, and Nigeria have the same exact connection that will not let off until February 28th. And today is the 19th. So we've got days. We've got days. We got 9 days, guys, for this energy that I'm talking to you about will show up. Kayla is nobody to Nancy. She's nobody. They live in the area. They live in the area. That's who Kayla is. Kayla has no relation, no connection other than what we're going to eventually find out. If we do. If we even do. If we even do. Like, so that missing Vesta, the Vesta, the reigniting of the flame, about the constant reigniting of a flame with the Bitcoin, I think, is coming, not coming from here, but is associated with this person. And the FBI is all over his addresses. So this is where the FBI receives a lead. This is where the FBI will make an arrest, possibly on this arrest. This is where Luke Daley, this is the same line that Luke Daley was pulled over after I said, oh my gosh, there's a Culver's. Well, this Culver's has the FBI line where they rise. This could lead to an arrest. And lo and behold, somebody was pulled over at the Culver's. Am I psychic? No, it's just that that's the way I'm reading it. I'm reading a map using the tool of astrology. That's it. I mean, it's innovative. It's different. Think of it as like a cryptocurrency. And it's arrest worthy. It's about contracts. There is a contract on Nancy. There's a contract for Nancy. I truly believe that there's a contract for Nancy. Okay? That Bisbee, remember the Bisbee? Remember the Bisbee? There's a divine justice here. Remember that? With the case, the Bisbees? There's a divine justice here. And remember, Bisbee and Charles Guthrie was going here as well. They were going here as well. I don't know where it went to, but yeah. Charles was right here with the past. Charles Guthrie. No 5G cell towers? Huh? Yeah, that's the place we went. We started at Culver's. Remember? Yeah. Yeah. And lo and behold, there was something else that happened. So this is where the mine is. This is where they used to live. So that's a lot of what I wanted to show you guys with the map, because I think that I think I'm onto something here. I think I'm onto something, and they're just not saying anything. And I think that they want to see who is the bigger player. Who is the bigger player here? Yeah. Yeah, I showed that, sweetheart Mary. I sure did. I've already shown that here. You may want to go back and rewind after the live is over, but this is absolutely something different. so different than what we're not even hearing this stuff. But there is a total connection. Total connection. Yeah, and so does he. I mean, I could show you his record. It is absolutely unbelievable. His arrest record is with burglary too. You know, I don't know. What do you think, Cajun? Should I show his record? Do you think that that's okay to show his record? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. The William dude that I'm talking about, and I don't know if he has anything to do with Nancy or not. I'm just saying that they've got Kayla. She has ties to Luke. And this guy, other people are talking about him. So why not us? Why not us? We don't know. We're just trying to, figure this out. Poor old Nancy. You know what I'm saying? But there is a definite connection with his family, okay, with his family, with William Huebee's family, and Nigerians, and Nigerians. So that's him, guys. This is him. His sweetheart right there. He's 41. She's like 32. 41, 32. Yeah, just make sure the personal info isn't shown. Okay. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. Hold on. This is the girl I love enough to wear my hammer. What's the hammer? What is this hammer she's got? Why is this hammer? What does this mean? What does the hammer mean, guys? Do y'all know? Hold on, give me a second. Look, give me just a second. Hold on. I'll be BRB. Okay, guys, sorry. I was just floating over here. I had to pee so bad. So this is his Thor hammer. It's like Thor. Okay. Looks like a up down cross, upside down cross. Okay. Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer. Okay, enough to wear the hammer. We got two wolves, wolf heads holding some, biting down on this circle, and we got a hammer, and this looks like, I'm sure it's not real diamonds, but oh William. This is this is who would be associated with Kayla and Luke Daley. This is him. He got a little stash going on right there. That's him. This was in 2024. 2024. This is him in the pen, when he was spent 11 years in the prison system. This is him. Means protection, strength, good fortune. Oh, this dude ain't no Doors fan. Does he look like a Doors fan to you? No. No, absolutely not. So that's him. That's him. Dad has he and his dad have major interests in mining. And this is around where his dad had his mining that he didn't pay for, the 20 acres that he didn't pay for. And you can see how close it is to the border. And him smuggling in illegal aliens, he's doing a lot more. I mean, he is a I would hope that he's changed his, his ways and everything, but if he's hanging out with Kayla, it doesn't sound like he is changing his ways, and she's locked up with no bond, awaiting superior court. Yeah, Norse Viking. Okay, gotcha. And he's with the Hells Angels, you know, connected to them, Nigerian family that could definitely be able to bypass any type of connection. And so I put those connect of who I think, where I think that these people, these Nigerians that I pulled up earlier to show you, one of them is the Nardine is here, a possible relative, and one is here, a Demola, or it could be Aid Demola. I don't know. It switches up on public records. So here in Kansas City, here's a breakup and letting go of communications, Bitcoin media on this person. This is the doctor. This is the drone guy. Okay, so this is the drone guy that I showed you earlier. And this is the IP guy. This is the tech guy right here. So we've got the breakup, letting go of communications, Bitcoin media, FBI Vertex in 8th house of Gemini, anti-Vertex and Sag. This is communications, Bitcoin media, courts, intense experience for the FBI going into Kansas City. But it also goes into Mexico. So we've looked for places that Nancy could be held up in Mexico, in New Mexico. This going through Dodge City. So we've got the relative there. We've got a possible relative here as well. And it's interesting because this morning, this right here, this angle with Poseidon, this is Poseidon and Virgo is squaring Hygeia and Gemini. It's squaring the two people or the communications with their work, and they're trying to understand the communications and get the data of the person that is sending these ransoms, right? And this morning I saw an opposition to this as I'm looking at this person. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm telling Cajun, I'm like, there's an opposition right there on this angle with Venus. Venus is about money. There was an opposition here with money going all the way up on that line. Don't have to go all the way into Maryland, but I'm just saying. That's the only person I found so far that could, and that angle is coming right here. It's coming right here into Mexico. Right here. It's this one. It's this one that's got him stumped right here. This angle. The glove. It's the glove. They're trying to find something on these gloves, and it's just like, why? There should be, oh, and Gary. Gary is right there on that angle too. And he is dead. There was a big O, you can read about him, Gary Triano. There was a big conspiracy with his death too, with his wife, right near where Nancy lives. But anyway, this is an innovative way to investigate, just using the tool of astrology, but I go off of numbers. And William is just his connection with Kayla, his connection with the Mexicans, his connection with the Nigerians, his connections with career criminals. I mean, and if I am a high elite person, and I want some shit done, I'm going to go to a career criminal. I'm going to get them to do my dirty stuff, because that dirty money, honey, it don't just stay low. It goes to the very top. Dirty money all the way. Remember Stephen Bannon? He was interviewing Epstein and he was talking to him about dirty money. And he didn't feel guilty at all about dirty money. He doesn't care. They don't care. They don't care. Look at all the people that was with Epstein. They don't care how their money is coming in, how those $1 million homes are being paid for. They don't care. They don't care. There's no morals, there's no values, there's no ethics. Okay? Why take Nancy? Well, there was a lot of things going on when she went missing. There was a lot of things going on when she went missing. Like the Epstein files had just dropped. That's a big one. That was a big one. I want to also show you on February 1st, she goes missing. When Nancy went missing, I found something else. I'm trying to find it. And it went back to Mr. Peter because, Mr. Peter that lives next door, that owns the house next door, he doesn't live there, but he owns the house next door to Nancy, Mr. Miner, Mr. Engineer, Mr., all that. See, this wasn't it. This was the one with William where he didn't pay. It's talking about the mine, the fees, and all of that. And yeah, let me show you. This is William Joseph. That's the daddy. Hold on. Let me show you the email. Where's it at? Oh, maybe I didn't send it to myself. I didn't send it to myself. I didn't send his whole record, but I want to show I want to show it to you. Yeah, nobody's going to be held responsible. The true people aren't going to be held responsible. There's a huge weight over Arizona today. A huge weight. And it's not just being shared with Arizona, it's also with Erica Kirk. I could Google Erica Kirk right now and we could see the major weight. Arizona is toxic. Our governments, they're toxic. They're doing some really bad stuff. It's like it's us against them. If we want to have any morals and values in our future, there's just nothing that stops them from doing crazy stuff, blackmailing this one, blackmailing that one, off in this one, off in that one. Oh, I've got competition. Let me take you out. Oh, you owe me money. You didn't pay for this. Let me take you out. I mean, there's no there's just no justice when it comes to the elite and how much money, how much power they have. There's just no justice. I think this is definitely going back. Nancy's case is definitely going back to a ransom, mining, cryptocurrency mining. It's definitely going back to that. And Hillary Clinton saying, "I told you so." She wants to come out looking good. Michael Feldman, I hate to say it, but he's been called the scrubber. He has been called that. And he is a part of the Clinton Foundation covering up and, hanging out, sitting on their laps and everything. We're being smoked. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like we are being smoked. Just a huge diversion. Just a huge expected delivery date 10/5/20. Yeah. Yeah, this is when Mr. Huebee had not paid. I mean, and that's actually on his record too, Mr. Huebee. He is William Joseph, and the other one, the younger one with Kayla, is William Ken Huebee. But I would definitely get if I wanted to get anybody to do my dirty work, I would definitely. And the things that I find in people's charts when I tell you that degrees in our charts literally matter in the state of matter, and I show it to you time and time again, every single day, all the time when I go live and I show the charts and and we're just playing the numbers game. It's just numbers. These degrees that Kayla has in her chart, these degrees that William has, that Nancy has, that Nigeria has, that, these other players like Hillary has. You can't not see those. You just can't. You can't not see the connections when the connections are there. It's just how can you understand those connections? You know? We know that Jeffrey Epstein was all into the higher elite, the higher governments, and all across the world. He's not dead. Why would anybody think that he would off himself? Why would anybody think that they would actually put these people behind bars? Oh, they were arrested. Oh, they're all we are seeing with Prince Andrew is another distraction. That's all we're seeing. Stop talking about Nancy. Talk about him. I don't care about him. Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy? That dude in Minnesota, he was offed. Alex Preddy dude, he was offed. Oh, where's Nancy? Now we're looking for Nancy. It's always a distraction. They're always trying to distract us, confuse us, keep us dumbed down, broken, confused, and sick. And broke. That's the way they conquer a nation, a world. It was never my good subject either. It was never, but I love numbers. I love numbers now. I love the numbers. I love the geometric angles, the way that the geometry is expressing itself on the Earth's terrain. I find that so cool because it's so true. Every time something happens in a case, that map just comes to life and it's telling me exactly what it was that I saw it. Yeah, turning point. Turning point. I mean, who is Turning Point without Charlie Kirk? Turning Point died with Charlie Kirk. Period. Period. Is Charlie Kirk even gone? I mean, I'm wondering about any of these people and what is really going on here, you know? What is really going on? What is really going on? Where is Nancy? You know? So when I come back to the map and I think about that goal of where is Nancy, now that I see, so my next plan is going to be this. Now that I see how the Huebees are coming in and they're associates with the Nigerians that could be a part of the family that have degrees, possibly, we go to this Sonola, this cartel that you know, this is where the Mexicans were just kidnapped, murdered, and left here in graves because of the competition for cryptocurrency. They were working for a Vancouver company. The Vancouver company that they were working for is also where we find Mr. Peter, the next door neighbor. His company is also there. So it's these two people that I'm like, how in the world do they have any type of, you know what I'm saying? How do they have any type of connection? Do they? Are they just there? Because this connection right here, it says, look, it says at 10 p.m. because we're talking about the Vancouver connection with the Mexican cartel that allegedly just offed all those Mexicans in the mine, right? This is January and February news. We just wasn't seeing it. Connects to Epstein and witness protection, and then moves toward connection to New Mexico Department of Defense investigation, challenge with courts, immigration, possibly university in Plains. That's what I've got here. And we've wondered if this was some type of military operation. Or is this some kind of, if it was just This wasn't a burglary gone wrong. I don't believe that. This wasn't just not this was not that. It goes a lot deeper, I think. It goes a lot deeper. Goes a lot deeper. This energy right here with the missing palace and squaring with the dark moon in Sagittarius, that dark moon in Sagittarius is going into, let me take off the FBI now. Take off the addresses. It's going here into Baja. It's going here. Let's go back up that line. Car free. Denny's. This could be where she worked. Kayla worked. This could be where Kayla worked. I don't know. There's a Denny's there. That's what I've got marked. This could be where she worked. She could have worked at another Denny's. I don't know where she would have worked. She worked at Denny's. So that could be it. It's the same angle. It's going to express itself the same. There's an angle here and it's challenging the dark moon. But the dark moon, the actual degree of it, well, that goes to Nigeria. It goes to a lot of our players that are invested in cryptocurrency, crypto mining, you know? I'll never believe it was burglary gone wrong. I think it was calculated. Do you want to come up on panel? Does anybody want to come up on panel and talk about what they think? What they think? If there's anybody that would like to come up on panel and just, is there a tattoo shop near the Denny's? Well, the tattoo shop that he was working at isn't near here. But let's go back down. Let me see. Hold on. Tuck off some of these addresses. This is where, let me find where she lives. Where her dad owns a excavation company. I don't know where some of my I don't know where some of my addresses are, but I don't know. Thought she was closer down here. Oh, here it is. So this is where she lives. I think I've got another, there's casinos. So this is where she lives, and this is where I have another address of him. Right there. If you haven't listened to the whole live, then I suggest you do that with your all caps having self. That's if you're trying to be disrespectful. I mean, I can't spoon feed no more than I have already. So what about the excavation? So her dad owns an excavation company. Her dad owns yeah. It's alleged that Kayla owned a tattoo shop. Well, her dude does. Her dude does. She did piercings on Instagram. Yeah, her dude does. She's locked up, no bond. I don't know that she would own one, but I know that her dude has a tattoo shop. And I've already shown that on the map as well. I talked about it um, right here, where he works or where he worked. There's the tattoo shop. So we got the tattoo shop. We got where she lives. So she lives there. Tattoo shop is up here. There's the tattoo shop, guys. I just can't believe what's this got to do with the Nancy, though? I mean, it's got to do with the people that could have taken her. I mean, God. Like, what's going on here? What's this got to do with Nancy? Trying to find the woman. We're mapping her, mapping the woman, trying to find her, trying to find out what happened. So now that I know that it could possibly be William and Kayla, they're going to go into the map again. They're going to go into the map. All the addresses will be taken off. And the next live is going to be to search for her using him and her. Him and her meaning Kayla and William. Because there are certain patterns that I've noticed over the years mapping the missing is that there's certain patterns that tend to show up with a perpetrator. So if you know the perpetrator, and we don't know, but if we were to assume that it could be William or Kayla, then I'm going to look for their connections with the FBI to try to find Nancy and where she can be located, whether that's in Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, wherever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I look at so, like, take for an example, okay? So, if we take this and look at just the connections with Nigeria and Kayla, okay? When the 911 call came in, this degree was in transit. This means I'm not even gonna go into it, but her connection is right here with Nigeria. So, there's a breakup with money with Nigeria and her connection with that 1543 right here with the government. It's the health of the government with the mining and their public image. And it has to do with the drugs. Okay. And the mining. Okay. With the money that they could accrue. So she has a connection with Nigeria. Kathy, shit. Nancy has a connection with Nigeria. Her missing event has a connection. The dark moon was at this degree. It was a 449 in Sag. So it was definitely making contact, activating. Nancy has a Neptune that's a 2941 right there. That is actually this 2941 is her connection, not just with Nigeria, but with Missouri, with Israel, with Russia. That's it. Thank you, Jeff. People be cray cray. People be cray cray. F this shit, I'm out. Oh my gosh, thank you for announcing that. I mean, if I didn't want to be in a chat, I would just get out. And even announce it. Like, why even announce it? We're all grown here, or we should be. Right. So the interesting part here is that the connection that I keep talking about with Tommaso and the FBI is also Aries chart. And it's a 412. It's a 412. The 412 that is going to remain in transit. This degree is continuously remain in transit with Tommaso, with him. Actually, it's going to be with the dude. Hold on. Actually, it's Nigeria that's got the connection with Nancy. And it's with their Venus. Venus is about money. It's with her Pluto. So their Venus is connecting to her Pluto. It's like their Venus is trying to kiss her Pluto and saying, "Hey, this is intense transformation with other people's money, and we want it. We want it." Right? So the guy, the richest man, Gilbert, that I was talking about earlier, if y'all been following the lie, then you know who Gilbert is. The richest man in with, Nigeria. He was born in Nigeria. Well, his that 412 that I've been talking about with the FBI and Tommaso, there it is with Gilbert. With Gilbert, I don't know what time he was born. It don't matter. Whatever time he was born, that degree is going to remain in transit the entire time. Um, so the 412, this is going to be in transit until the 28th. The 20 Gilbert. Rich, don't know what time he's born, and it's not even. I'm pretty sure that he was born right around noon because he is definitely connecting to Utah. These people are all connected. They connected. How is it going to play itself out? Because Hillary Clinton, Gilbert, Nigeria, the crypto mining is all connected together. All connected together. So her connection with, see this Nancy's 2941, that 2941, there was an opposition. Neptune actually came and opposed her. Remember, Cajun, I was going to show you this. One of the mods, she said something took place on the 11th. There was something that took place on the 11th with Nancy. And I don't, Cajun, I can't even remember now. I have the same degree, the 20, and I've been to Israel. I've not been to Nigeria. I've been to Missouri. I've been to Missouri. So that 2941 that I have that connects to Missouri, I've been there. 41 that I haven't, Israel, I've been there, but I have not been to Nigeria. So if I, Israel, the Russia connection is to Russia itself, is to Vladimir himself, his personal self. This is a limitation with Maryland. This 2650 Maryland, all day, every day. Maryland rises at a 2656, descends at a 2656, and there is something hidden that is opposing her home in Maryland. We are going up here to see their ending in Maryland with Nancy on the 12th. It begins on the 11th. I'm cutting in and out. Let me see. Let me check it out. No, there was a spike in searches to her address. Okay, gotcha. Am I still cutting in and out? We do have storms close. Maybe that's that are coming. Are they severe, Jeff? Okay, so he has, okay, gotcha. We're good now. Okay. Okay. So Cajun is saying that hold on. Let me get this off for a second. So Cajun is saying there was a spike in searches to her address. And also Ellie asked neighbor surveillance from that. Well, interesting. Yeah. So this is what was going on. This is what it was. Okay. So January 11th and the 12th, this is when there was things going on. Her Jupiter in Gemini, it's about two people. It's about other countries. Her Jupiter, Nancy's Jupiter, it's in Gemini. It's in 1133, somewhere around that degree. Okay, so the fate was upon her. We have the 2941, so her Neptune in Virgo is being opposed. It is literally being opposed. And so what that means is it could be something that she's not seeing protect her health. It could be that there's something that she is not seeing. Arizona. This is at 4:15 a.m. 4:15 a.m. Michael Phelps has this chart. The FBI has a 733 in their chart. So I'm going to be seeing Michael Feldman, Things of the Past, with another country, with courts, with the court, the Epstein stuff. We got the FBI. There's so many. I mean, we have the Secret Service. This is Elon. Then we have the Secret Service right here. This 1949 with Jupiter, that's Michael Feldman. It's about the courts. It's about things that are hidden with investigations at a home. And so this 50, this 0050 is Arizona. It's groups with Arizona. The groups, that's us. The groups are us. And there's a letting go. There's a betrayal here that we're seeing with the health and the job, the everyday with groups. This 2238, well, that's Kayla. That 2238, no matter what time Kayla is born, she. Is it worse, guys? Am I breaking up? Am I breaking up? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll let these storms pass, and then I'll pick this back up tomorrow. How about that? How about that? A Peter meteor? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, breaking up now. Okay. Yeah, I'll stay safe, honey. I can pick it back up tomorrow because this is going to be a serious. I'll have to pick it up in the morning with the astrology because so I'll stop this right now and I'll pick this back up in the morning. All right. Haven't liked the live, please do. Please like it. Subscribe if you haven't. I will stay safe. We do have storms that are approaching, so I'm going to jump off here. And you guys have a good night too. You guys have a good night too. I appreciate you being here, looking at this, going through all the different stuff that I've saved. I mean, I just can't thank you enough. You could be anywhere else and you're here. All right. Is this a channel of dead people? What do you think? Just goofy. I mean, why ask goofy stuff? Is it people? Oh, I digress. Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Peace out, guys. Peace out.